Jax here from Legend Brands. Welcome to the Dri-Eaz Dehumidifier Basics Guide. This video is intended for those who are renting one of our units or just starting out on their restoration journey. And what better way to begin the learning curve than with one of the best units in the industry, the LGR 6000 Dehumidifier. You might remember my product video on it from a couple months back. The LGR 6000 Dehumidifier. It's easy to transport, quieter than any other unit in the market today, and perfectly sized for everyday jobs. Most importantly, it removes more water than any other dehumidifier in its class. Today we're going to cover powering the dehu, placing it, connecting a hose, turning it on, even swapping out a filter. Setting up a drying system is an art, and while we won't cover the entire process, if you follow along, you'll have a stronger sense of what it's all about. Alright, first off, when it comes to a leak or flood, the first thing you want to do is shut off the source of the leak if needed. Then, you need to extract the water. I know, what does extract mean, right? Well, when I started out, the terms mixed me up too. Water damage restoration has its own vocabulary. I'll try to keep it simple though, but also educate you a bit along the way. Extract basically means remove. You want to remove the water because it's a lot harder to dry a surface that's covered by a puddle of water than one that's just damp. To remove water, I'd recommend...
Oh my! The upgraded HVE 3000.
But if you're not a professional restorer, you may not own a dedicated flood extractor. If that's the case, you'll have to make do with what you have, probably a shop vac, and try to remove as much of the water as possible. No doubt you'll be thinking, man, I want one of those HVE 3000s. Yes, they truly are
the mothership of flood pumpers.
Next, place the dehumidifier in the middle of the wet area. Be sure you don't block the air intake and outlets. The whole point of a drying system is to create airflow. Sure, there's a lot more to it, but remember, I'm just trying to give you the general concept. So, air moving means good drying. Air stuck means not so good drying. That's why we recommend using commercial grade fans, also known as air movers, to assist. Having a few of these to use with the dehumidifier greatly decreases drying times. All right, time to plug in the unit. It's a good practice to check the power cord and drain hose to make sure that there are no abrasions or exposed wires. The 6000 takes 6.5 amps, so you want to be sure to plug it into a grounded 15 amp circuit. But don't turn it on just yet. You need to place the drain hose first. Secure the quick connect to the drain outlet too. See, a dehumidifier takes moist air in, removes the moisture, and pumps dry air out. That moisture has to go somewhere, which is why there's a drain tube. You want to run the hose to a nearby sink, toilet, tub, or out the door.
What about running into your motorcycle exhaust?
Not funny.
What? I think I'm hilarious.
Oh, and make sure the hose has no kinks and is unobstructed. The LGR 6000 Dehumidifier comes with one filter. Before turning on the unit, slide the filter up to remove it and check that it's clean. Replace it with a new filter if it appears plugged with dirt, making sure that the air on the side of the filter points towards the machine. A blockage in the filter will reduce the airflow of the dehumidifier and reduce its performance. And always change a filter if it was used on a job containing mold. Your dehumidifier is now ready to turn on. Simply press the blue power button on the touchscreen. The unit will power on, and the display will show at-a-glance information about the drying progress. Upon completing your job, turn the unit off from the touchscreen and allow it to finish its shutdown procedure, which could take up to 5 minutes. During this time, the dehumidifier will pump out any remaining water that's in the drain hose. Once the unit completely shuts off, unplug it. Then, be sure to remove your drain hose completely from the unit first. Typically, I raise it up as I walk, making sure any leftover water in the hose exits the drain in, which makes the hose as water-free as possible before storing.
You know, Jax, you can bend better these tutorial videos.
Wait, what do you want?
What? She's just trying to compliment you.
And you're joining her?
I accidentally sold you 370 EFI.
What? Get back here!
Well, they are one of our most popular units.
Legend Brands.